Okay, great. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we'll get started with lesson 4 of listening today. Okay, so the lesson 4 of listening is basically about arts. Here we'll be discussing about the topics which are involved in arts again. Okay, as background. Now, first thing that we will learn in this particular lesson is how to identify the suggestions in a conversations, and then how to take notes to answer questions about a conversation. So in listening, we know that we get few lectures and then we get few conversations. Correct? I hope you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we look at the conversations over here. For today's class, you should pretend that you are a student who is preparing for, who is majoring in arts background for today's session. Okay. Now, first thing that we have over here, you have 4 pictures. You have to identify what are these art forms. Which major are we studying in these art forms? You can write down the answers, then you guys can tell me.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. 1 second. Next, which one do you like the most and why? Which art form do you like the most and why?
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Okay. Tell me the answers.
So the first one is depicting the violin classes.
Okay.
Second one is photography.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is painting, and fourth one is some sort of dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arti, what are your answers?
Is same. First one is a violin class. Then
Mm-hmm.
second is photography. Third is painting. And fourth is again some kind of dance. Even I don't remember what type of
Ballet. It's
dance that
called
is.
ballet.
Let's see.
It's
Okay.
called ballet. Okay, the dance form in particular is called ballet over here. Yeah? Okay, very
But
good.
I think ballet requires both male and female. Or
No, that's salsa.
can it be one?
You're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
salsa.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This one is a ballet. Ballet. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, which one do you like the most and why? Which art forms do you like the most and why?
So, should I answer?
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, yeah. So, out of these four, I would like to do major in paintings because of several reasons. First of all, it increases our practical skill, like how colors are made,
Mm-hmm.
what are the composition, like techniques like brushwork,
Mm-hmm.
and paintings can sometimes be used as a form of personal expression.
Mm-hmm.
So we can communicate feelings, ideas, experiences, and we can also learn historical historical architecture through paintings also. So like it is basically interdisciplinary. We can by the painting we can
Through
do
the painting.
interdisciplinary study
Hmm.
of history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arti, what about you?
After listening his answer, I was feeling like okay, I've just written 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, okay, I'll just mention those. First, I I'd like to major in photography. So actually, I tried mobile photography. So maybe I'll go for some. Maybe I would like to try for DSLR and maybe the way they capture it. And I wanted to learn that. The another main reason was like we can capture the moments which we cannot store, and when we like revisit those pictures, we relive those memory again,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the we are not we cannot store the time, but we can capture those moments and can revisit that again. So those are the things mainly.
Okay, very good. Okay, and I agree with you, Aarti. If you ask me, I would go for the same. Yeah. Okay, over here we have a conversation which is between a student and our department receptionist. Now, you guys have to listen to the conversation and make notes. Okay, because I'll be asking you some questions based on it. Okay.
Listen to a conversation between a student and a department receptionist.
Good morning. Anything I can help you with?
Good morning. Yes. I'm looking for Professor Reese from the art department.
Do you have an appointment?
Actually, no, but it's her office hours right now, so I thought I'd stop by to discuss a problem I'm having with my research paper.
Okay. I think she's in a meeting right now, but she should be available after that. The meeting should be over in about 15 minutes. So you can wait for her outside of her office, room 202, right upstairs.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay. So now, what do you think? What will the student do after listening to this conversation? What will he do next?
Ma'am, he will discuss some research problem which he is facing right now with Professor Reese.
Okay, but first thing that he'll do is he'll wait for the professor to get free from his
Yes,
meeting, right? That's
of
the
course.
first thing that he will do. Yeah. Okay. If you were the student in this conversation and had an assignment to write a research paper for your art class, what problems do you think you will come across? Whatever comes to your mind.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
confusion regarding the references, like from where we have to take the references.
References, okay?
Yeah, and the study material from which we have to do the research,
Mm-hmm.
and the basic outline and structure of the paper, like what all headings should include and what all headings should I avoid it to make it more concise and clear.
Okay, that's it.
That, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Arti, what about you?
Mm, I mean, same like references and like if the whatever path the student is following and if he's on correct path, considering his research, and maybe what all things he should consider, kind of.
Okay. My question would be what should be the topic for the research, because this is something that we have upcoming. We have to do a research project right now for my masters, and first thing for me, what should what should be my topic? That's where I start, I would say. But yeah, but that's something that I have not decided. I have many topics in my head, but that's something that I have not decided. So I feel if I go for this particular conversation, there would be too many questions that I will ask over here.
Maybe some
Because
examples if you can.
yeah, what should be the topic, what should be the scope of the topic, that's the main thing, because when you go into research about something there are so many things that you can consider, right? So how deeper should we go, or should it be at the surface level? That's one thing if we are taking any one particular topic. And then again, what should be the method that I am planning to go for, because I'll be doing some kind of literature review, so that would be one method of doing it. So that would be one question that I might ask. And there are too many things when you get into research. I don't know, I found research a very complicated topic. Though I'm planning to go for PhD after this, but it's still very, very complicated. And somehow we had research as a topic even in even at graduation level we had one paper, then again at master's level when I did my MBA we had one paper, now even when I did first year of MA I had one paper, and then again now I have to do research, so I feel it's too much. Like I remember last year तो मैंने पढ़ा भी नहीं था, फिर भी मैंने पेपर दे दिया and I got 70 plus because I had
So,
studied it so many times. Yeah.
no, your paper got published somewhere,
No.
or
So
you're talking
basically,
about
you theories about research, how to conduct the
okay,
research. So you have one basic paper in the first year usually in any discipline. Now तो I think it's for all the disciplines. एक research paper होता ही है, मतलब पहले तो एक theory वाला paper होता है, then you have to do a research after that. Yeah,
exactly.
and again once you guys also go for masters, you will have to do some kind of research. I'm sure about that. Okay. Great. Moving to the next part. Here we are going to understand how to listen for suggestions in a conversation. Now here also she was giving suggestion that you can wait for the professor. Correct? I would recommend you to wait for the professor. That is how we give a suggestion to someone. So these kind of suggestions, again, whenever we come across these kind of suggestions in the conversations that we are listening, even when professor is suggesting something to the student, we'll make sure we make a note of it again. We might get a question on it again. Okay, so your suggestions will usually start with I suggest, I advise, or I recommend you. Then how about you do this, or what about this particular topic? Correct? Why don't you go for this particular topic? Why don't you use this kind of research? Correct? That's how the professor will go ahead and put forward his thoughts. Then, or you need to do something, or you don't need to do something. For example, now the receptionist could have told the student that you don't need to take an appointment. Correct? So we are saying something is not needed. Then you can, you should, again these are the model auxiliaries that we use to give suggestions. Correct? Why don't you consider, and why don't you try? That is how usually they will give suggestions in this. So whenever you come across these kind of terms in your conversation, you will make sure that you note those points, because there are high chances that you will get a question from it. Okay, saying why, what does the professor suggest the student to do? Correct? Such kind of question could come up. Yeah, with 4 options. Now here I'm going to play the conversation again, which is with the professor, basically what the student does after the conversation with the receptionist. So I want you to again listen to it and make notes. Okay.
Listen to a conversation between a student and his art professor.
Hi, Chris. Come in. Sit down. What can I help you with?
Hi, Professor Reese. Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you about our paper that's due next Tuesday.
Oh, okay. What about it?
Well, to be honest, I have a lot going on right now. Monday, I have to visit that new exhibit that just opened at the art museum. It's for one of my classes. And on Tuesday, I have a really important exam and, well, your paper's due. So I guess what I'm asking is there any way I could have an extension on the paper? Like, maybe I could turn it in a few days later?
Chris, I'm sorry, but I can only give extensions in emergency situations. Also, you've known about this due date since the start of the semester. It's in the class syllabus.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I understand what you're going through. We all go through busy times. But just so you know, it's not easy to get an assignment extension for any of your classes. Anyway, have you already chosen a topic for your paper?
Well, no, I haven't.
Okay, you have less than a week to write this paper. I suggest you choose a piece of art and complete your research as soon as you can. Remember, you can write about any piece of art from the Impressionist movement.
Okay, I can do that this afternoon.
Great. And if you have any questions, I'll be here for about another hour.
Thanks, Professor Reese.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Also, it seems like you're really busy. Do you use a personal planner?
Oh, like one of those notebooks that have dates and stuff in them? Actually, I haven't used one of those since high school.
Well, why don't you invest in getting a nice one to use now? Personal planners keep you on track. They help you finish your work on time. And they also improve your time management skills, which is really valuable in today's job market.
Okay, I can definitely see the benefits of using a personal planner. Maybe I'll grab one at the campus bookstore this evening. Anyway, I really appreciate your advice.
Of course. Actually, while you're here, I want to talk to you about your last few assignments.
Oh, sure. Is everything okay?
Well, I think you have some great ideas, and your research meets my expectations, but sometimes your writing is hard to follow.
Hard to follow? You mean like the way I organize things?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm really good at doing research, but yeah, sometimes I have problems presenting things in a clear manner.
You know what? Do you ever use outlines? I think making an outline before you start writing could help you organize your papers better.
Well, I've never been a huge fan of outlines, but maybe it's time to start using them.
Yeah, try using one for your impressionist paper. Outlines help you plan out whatever you need to write, and they can speed up the writing process. I used to use outlines all the time when I was a student.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Moving to the questions that we have based on this. Okay, try to answer the questions on the screen.
Well done, ma'am.
Answered all 3 questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Arti, tell me once you're done.
Yeah, done.
Okay, next.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Arti, tell me once you're done.
Yeah, done.
Okay. 1 second. Tell me the answers. Answer to the first question would be Hamza.
So, a student visited his professor for an extension of his research paper, which was due on Tuesday,
Okay.
upcoming
To
Tuesday.
ask for an extension of his paper. Yeah, it could give very brief answer. Usually इतना detail में नहीं पूछते हैं ना.
Okay.
हाँ. Arti, did you get the answer right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was the main gist of the conversation. So we know that we get that question already, every time, correct? Second question, Arti.
The student needed the student needed an extension because he was busy. He had to attend an art museum on Monday, so that was the reason he mentioned.
And he has an important exam also upcoming, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, he has a lot to do, which is all of us, I would say. Yeah, so he's asking for an extension. Okay, how does the professor reply to the student's request and why, Hamza?
Professor replied to the student request in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
She declined his request because extension can be given only in emergency cases.
Mm-hmm. And he
Yeah,
also knew the due date since the start of the semester,
yeah,
correct? So you should have
exactly.
started early. Next, Aarti.
Both is it can keep you on track, and third, it can improve your time management skills.
Very good. Number 5, Hamza.
Ma'am, there was no proper organization in his paper,
Mm-hmm.
and the professor suggested that he should make an outline
Yeah,
before doing research.
yeah. And the student's writing is hard to follow, even that point is mentioned. Okay. Aarti, last question.
The professor suggested one app kind of, so it's kind of outline they mentioned, which will help in s- um, speeding up his writing. And there was something they mentioned about impression list as well. I just noted that, but
Okay,
maybe they'll
the
try.
professor suggests the student choose a piece of art and finish the needed research as soon as possible. She also tells the student to use an outline when writing. So, outline is something
Hmm.
that I also ask you guys to make before writing, if you guys remember. So, before we start writing, we should have kind of notes, which is kind of an outline कि हम क्या लिखने वाले हैं, at least वो तो पता होना चाहिए हमें.
But
Okay.
ma'am,
Hmm.
it is clearly asking that professor suggests the student do in order to finish his paper on time.
Yeah.
So I think the personal planner should be
Yeah, personal planner can also be included over here.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because he suggested that also, but it is kind of an informal suggestion also, right? It is not needed to complete his paper on time.
Right.
It was mainly to manage his time. She suggests that use a planner.
Yeah,
Sure.
to help him improve his time management was the reason she
Exactly.
mentioned.
Not only to finish his paper on time, but for all the other things in his life also. Okay. Now, the next part over here, I'm going to play some conversation clips. You have to listen to those conversation clips, which are basically 4. You have to mark them according to a number about what the suggestions are being given in those particular clips. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Clip 1.
Do you use a personal planner?
Oh, like one of those notebooks that have dates and stuff in them? Actually, I haven't used one of those since high school.
Well, why don't you invest in getting a nice one to use now? Personal planners keep you on track. They help you finish your work on time.
Clip 2.
So, what do you have planned for this weekend?
Well, I have a huge test on Monday, so I'll probably end up studying the whole weekend.
Really? That doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about it either, but I really want to ace my test this year.
Clip 3.
So, I still haven't done any research for Professor Gable's report.
Derek, seriously? It's due at the end of this month. You need to go to the library and get that research done. Like now.
I know. It's just, I have so much going on right now.
Clip 4. Well, I've never been a huge fan of outlines, but maybe it's time to start using them.
Yeah, try using one for your Impressionist paper. Outlines help you plan out whatever you need to write, and they can speed up the writing process.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 second. Tell me the answers. For the clip number 1, what was the suggestion?
To use personal planner.
To get a personal planner, correct.
Mm.
For clip number 2,
Ma'am,
there was no suggestion.
there was no suggestion. Is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Clip number 3.
I thought I missed on something or what.
Okay. For clip number 3,
Go to the library and get research done.
Recession.
yeah, and do the research. Very good. What about number 4?
It's to use outline.
Exactly.
Um,
For his impressionist paper. So impressionist was the
yeah.
name of the paper that he was writing an assignment on or research on basically over here. Do you guys know what is impressionist?
No, ma'am.
No?
No.
No.
You guys have never seen those paintings which have kind of, I don't know how to tell you the exactly. The paintings kind of have wait, I'll just show you. It's better to show you guys than to explain it. Yeah, these kind of paintings basically. Hmm. These kind of paintings. You must have seen this painting, correct? You guys
So,
can
ma'am,
see my
what?
screen, right?
Yeah, what is the difference
इम्प्रेशनिस्ट मतलब
between?
ना, हाँ, उसमें ना थोड़ा सा ना व्हेन यू टच इट और व्हेन यू सी इट इन रियल लाइफ, पेंटिंग थोड़ा सा 3D इफेक्ट भी होता है उसको.
Ah,
ओके.
okay.
हाँ, सो बेसिकली वो थोड़ा सा फिंगर्स से बनाया हुआ या फिर पेंट से बनाया हुआ, बट उसमें पेंट पूरा फ्लैट नहीं रहता. ओके, थोड़ा सा ऊपर रहता है, सो वो 3D काइंड ऑफ इफेक्ट भी देता है उसको. That's why they are called impressionist paintings. So every time, whenever you go to a museum, maybe next time, you can observe. So ये जो दिख रहे हैं ना ऐसे पैटर्न्स, वो थोड़ा सा ऐसे 3D में रहता है. Okay, it's little harder to explain, not being from a painting background, but you guys can maybe when you go to the library or something, you guys can library नहीं, museum, you guys can observe that. ठीक है. So it's not very flat basically, and because they are kind of 3D, they look realistic again, right?
No.
उतना ही मतलब as far as I know उतना ही डिफरेंस होता है. अभी और होगा डिफरेंस, बट of course I don't understand that difference. I paint, but I'm not too much into it. Okay, now we'll move to the reading lesson. Okay, just give me 1 minute and I will share my screen again. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
next lesson that we have is the reading lesson. Okay, 4, reading lesson 4, where we'll be talking about education again, studying education. Here we are going to see how to recognize the phrases which are used to express opinions again, and then we will see the difference on how to identify whether the statement is a fact or an opinion. Okay, based on some questions again, and then again we'll be doing some vocabulary practice also over here. Now first over here we have some pros of studying education. I want you guys to read it. Once you're done reading, try to answer the 2 questions which are given below.
Done.
Okay. Aarti, tell me once you're done as well.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Tell me the answers.
Benefits like one they have mentioned many like person can help others to learn and remember things. Another is great one can become a great uh, can communicate efficiently, can become an efficient problem solver, and can help in finding jobs.
Yeah, so improving your communication abilities and improving your problem solving skills.
Hmm.
Those are the 2 points, correct?
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Now you have to tell each other about your dream major and list at least two benefits of studying that particular major. Hamza, you can start.
Yes, ma'am.
Hamza's major
So,
is very complex. We'll try to understand it today.
no, ma'am, actually, it's not a major,
Yeah, okay. Please go ahead.
it's not a major program.
Uh-huh.
So, I can explain it like briefly.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
sure. It's fine even if you go deeper because he faces
yeah,
that issue in explaining the program to his counselors every time. That's what he
exactly.
has told me. He told me the name also last time, but I don't remember. It was a
Yeah.
bit complex for me
So,
as well. Yeah.
exactly. So, I want to do major in law and a specific course known as Juris Doctor. And the benefits of uh, this program is, uh, first of all, it have strong career opportunities. Law graduates can become lawyers, the corporate counsels, policy advisors. And secondly, it can give you financial stability and you can impact society in a large way. Like you can play a direct role in protecting rights, shaping laws, and promoting justice, which I cannot, but I'm just telling an example.
Okay. So what does Juris Doctor, the person who has completed a course called Juris Doctor, do exactly?
Ma'am, he can work as a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
in 50 states of United States.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, by doing Juris Doctor, by completing Juris Doctor there, so you are eligible to appear for Bar Council exam of 50 states,
Okay.
and you can practice in any state. But
Okay.
if I would choose Master of Laws
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go to US for my master, so I can only give bar examination of two states only. That is
Okay.
New York and California. So that's the major drawback. That's why I have chosen this program.
Okay. And if you do if you give that exam in those two states only, you can't work in any other states, is it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Bit complex, yeah. Aarti. Yeah, after
It's
listening to his major, we might feel कि यार यार हम क्या कर रहे हैं लाइफ में.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's my dream major. I'll say like I wanted to like complete my masters in AI ML. So not
Oh.
because that technology is booming, and that's because, but like recently last year I created an AI bot, and which really helped in my office. Like it was really helpful to my colleagues, wherein like we were not used to find the relative documents, or maybe we're not able to. I mean, whatever problems one might have faced
Mhm.
um, previously.
Mhm.
So that used to help them how they have solved, what actions they can take, and what are like and relative references as well. So like that was really saving their time. And like there are many areas I feel like yeah, it is impacting jobs of some people, but it is, if we think about like where it can be used effectively, so that is really helping, and making lives easier and efficient. So I really like wanted to learn more about like how I can create that mod. Maybe I can, if I can create a model. Um, so yeah, that's the plan. And considering that like there are many career opportunities as well in that, the way it is like helping, they're helping to finish our tasks efficiently. So yeah.
That's great. Okay. My dream majors are many majors, okay? You cannot answer this question to me. I want to do like everything. I want to know about psychology, I want to do it in literature, I want to do it in criminology. I don't know. Every new day I'm coming up with some new major that I should try out. But of course, English is something that I enjoy, so that's where I plan to go a bit deeper in it. Okay. Now, next over here, we have some sentences which you can see on the screen. Some of the words are used in bold or mentioned in bold. Look at those words and try to guess their meanings. Okay.
Done.
Okay. Next, try using those words in the given blanks over here, basically. Phrases, they are not words only, they are phrases basically.
Done, ma'am.
Tell me the answers. First two, Hamza, you can tell me. Then next, Aarti can tell me. Yeah. Read the whole sentences. Okay.
Ma'am, first of all, Alex has the ambition to go to the US for university.
Mm-hmm.
He spends a lot of time learning English because it is relevant to his goal.
Okay, very good.
And
Yeah. Let Aarti continue. Aarti.
All his classmates think it is not realistic for him to go abroad since he does not speak fluent English. However, he still insists on pursuing his this goal because he thinks going abroad for study will broaden his horizon.
Horizons. Horizons. Will
Horizon,
broaden his
sorry, yeah.
horizons. Okay.
Horizon. Yeah.
Broaden his horizons का meaning क्या हुआ यहाँ पर? Will increase the scope basically. Okay,
Yeah.
it will give him more options. The way Hamza said that okay, he's planning to do the other course which is applicable in 50 states, so it will broaden his horizons. Correct? If he gives the other
Horizons.
exam which is only for two
yes, ma'am.
states, then it will narrow down his scope. Correct? So that's what we are saying over here. I hope you guys understood with the example. Yeah, other words are easy. We use them regularly, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, the answers were correct by you. Moving to the next part over here. Before making any decision about our major, what we usually do is we decide our career path, correct? Now, what can students who are planning to take up these majors usually do after they graduate? Okay, so now this becomes a bit complicated part because we don't know what these majors are, so that's where you'll have to take the help of Google. Now, why it becomes helpful for us, when you come across these kind of passages in your reading, you know what you are actually reading and what kind of a passage it is. Okay, that is the reason we are doing a bit of a research over here. Try to find out what these people do after they graduate. If I'm doing a course in biology, what will I do after I graduate? If I do a course in economics, what will I do after I graduate? If I do a course in English, what will I do after I finish my course? Now English का थोड़ा सा आपके लिए easy होना चाहिए because you have an example in front of you. That's me, of course. Yeah, you can find the answers to the other ones. Yeah, Hamza, you'd find for the biology part, and Arti, you find it for economics. Let's make it easier for each other.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
No, ma'am. How can
Yeah,
how can
you
it be
can.
easier for me to, because I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
you
biology.
can Google. It's fine. You can
Okay,
Yeah,
Google.
okay.
Yeah,
we can
we
take help
have.
from Google.
Yes, yes,
Just
yes,
keep that option open for us.
yes, yes, yes. I don't expect you to know. It's fine. We are trying to broaden our horizons. We are trying to learn more. Okay, over here.
Sure.
I don't expect you to know everything. That's fine.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Okay. What would be the possible answers over here? What does a person
So,
who has completed a course in biology do?
so in section of research and laboratory work, he can work as a research scientist at
Hmm.
some university, government labs,
Okay.
and he can work as a lab technician.
Hmm.
He can work as a molecular biologist.
Hmm.
And if we
Main thing is
go
he can
in
work as a biologist. Okay, that's what we need to know.
exactly,
Huh.
no, if he wants to go in healthcare and medical field, he
Yes.
can choose to opt for a physician
Hmm.
or a genetic counselor or a biomedical scientist. I don't know what you mean by like genetic counselor. I don't
Genetic
know about
counselor,
that.
I guess it would be something who like it would be something like people who work on genes, on how the genes vary and what are the things that can be passed on to genes. That could be a field of study. I also don't know much, but I only know I had few friends who were microbiologists. And again,
And
if you guys have watched Big Bang Theory, even in that, one of the main cast was a microbiologist in that. Yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure.
and if we go for like applied sciences jobs, so we can work. A person can work as a food safety officer and a quality control analyst and a bioinformatics specialist.
Correct. So usually, if you guys know that the food items that we consume, it is checked by some people, correct, whether it fits the criteria. Abhi beach mein, if you guys know, there was an issue with some of the spices which are being exported outside, correct.
Exactly, they
So
contain some harmful chemicals.
yes, so microbiologists or biologists, to be very particular, to talk in a broader term, they check that. Okay, I know this because I had one student who was a biologist. Yep, again. So she had told me what she does. That's why I remember. And yeah, again, last time Maggie का भी issue हमें पता चला था, correct? It has lot of lead or GSM, I
Yes,
guess.
ma'am.
So these people conduct that research and they do those testings and everything and try to find out what is wrong. Okay, whether it's safe for humans to consume. Again, clear? Okay. What does a person who has completed a major in economics do, Aarti?
Yeah, the economics grads often end up in careers that require problem solving and data analysis and decision making skills. So they can whether it's in finance, consulting, government, tech, or research kind of
Okay,
fields.
very good. And of course, for the person who has done a major in English, there are many scopes again that the person can take up. He can become a teacher, a translator, which you guys might not know. He can become an author or a writer, you can say. Then they can also go into research. Of course, research तो हर एक field में होता ही है, to be very precise. And they can also go into English language teaching like me. Yeah. So these are some of the jobs that they can take up after graduation. Moving to the next part. Now mainly when we are reading, we usually try to find the facts and we try to find the opinions in the reading passages that we have. Now we know that finding out the facts is important for us because we need to solve one question type, which is factual information question type, and by understanding the facts which are being presented in the reading passage. Fact is something that is actually happened, or it actually happens in usual time also, correct? Or it is something that has happened in the past, then it becomes a fact. It is true and it can be proven. Okay, whereas opinion is a statement of thought or belief, what I think, correct? That's a statement. For example, if I say after completing a course in a major in English, a person can become an English teacher, so that's not my opinion, it's a fact, correct? So but if I say the person can also go into research, so I'm putting forward a opinion, like person can go into research, we are saying, correct? That is the basic difference. It reveals how someone feels about something. It might not be a fact, or it can sometimes it cannot be proven also. We identify facts and opinions based on how the statements have been framed again, correct? Now if I say I think that, in my opinion, as to me, for my part, all these statements put forward an opinion. Okay, now these statements are important for us. Make sure you note them down in your notebook, because when you are trying to speak in your independent task, these are the statements that you will use again. Okay, where you will put forward your opinion. Clear? Now
Yeah.
to help you decide whether the statement is a fact or an opinion, you can ask yourself, can this statement be debated? Is this known for certain to be true? Okay, and can other people have a different opinion about this one particular topic or one particular statement that you're looking at? Okay, this question should help you to understand whether it's an opinion or a fact, because we know that we have one factual information question also, so that's why we need to be sure about this part. Clear? Okay, now you have to read the statements which are given below. In each statement about something, that is whether the statement is a fact or an opinion, that's what you have to try to understand over here. Underline the number next to the statements that are opinions. Basically you will have to mark down, if it's an opinion you will just write O in your notebook next to the question or statement number over here. Okay, if it's a fact, then just write F. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you need to do over here.
I'm done.
Okay, which statements are opinions and which statements are fact?
First and fourth is fact, and second and third is opinion.
How can fourth be a fact? We are saying according to
Because
the
I have,
survey of a reliable economic magazine, right? It cannot be a fact.
yeah,
Australia is the best country to live in. That will be a fact over here. Okay, we don't know it's a
mm,
fact. It says according to the survey, ना? तो हम check नहीं कर सकते ना कि वो
okay.
fact है कि नहीं है. We are saying according to the survey, so it's someone's
So,
opinion.
okay.
Hmm. It's someone's opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how it is. It is not, to be particular, it's not our opinion, but it is someone else's opinion, we are saying.
Mm.
Okay, understood?
Right, right. Yeah, got you. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Now, what can education graduates do? Here you have a reading passage again. Now you have to read this passage. I have shared the handouts with you guys in the WhatsApp chat. You can open it and you can skim through it. It's a bit longer, that's what I'm saying. Just read through it. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
I'm done reading this passage, ma'am, which is on the screen. Oh, ma'am, hello.
Yes, tell me.
Um,
Am I audible? Huh. Tell me.
your voice is low.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Tell me.
Okay, so like handout, I don't see. The recent handout I can see is the
Wait
is
a
about
minute. I did not share in your
listening.
group. Okay, wait a wait. Reading. Hmm. I shared in the other group, Hamza's group. Sorry, I forgot to share in your group. Yeah, yeah. It was there on the screen also. Did you read it or
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
you
did
did,
that.
right? Okay. Now, again, you have some sentences. Are the following sentences from the passage facts or opinions? That's what you have to try to guess over here.
Okay.
The first one over here, as it is given in the passage, it will become kind of a fact. Okay, as it is given in this particular passage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So the first one you said it will
It's a
become a
fact.
fact.
Yeah, it will become a fact in this particular passage. Yeah.
No, but what was the reason? I mean,
Because it's given in this passage as a fact ना यहाँ पर it seems वगैरह ऐसे सारे wordings नहीं use किए हैं ना because of that.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So the first one is a fact, second one is opinion, again third is opinion, and the last one is a fact again.
Yeah,
Yeah, clear? Okay.
yeah.
Now you have some questions which are again based on the same passage. Now here you can refer to the handout. Okay. Yep. Because you'll have to refer to the paragraph numbers.
Yeah, done.
Next.
Ma'am, I'm referring to handout and then like
Yes, yes, that's fine.
answering the next questions as well. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, ma'am, like for question number 7, after a few years of work experience, what is another job option for career advisors? So I don't think that has been mentioned in the passage.
Can you please repeat?
Seventh one,
Hmm.
it's not mentioned in the passage, right?
Mm, one second. Huh? Yeah, the answer to it would be a career advisor could move into a supervisory role such as team lead or a manager.
Okay, but the paragraph is all about child psychotherapist.
It has two, three paragraphs and it talks about different
Oh,
jobs. Okay, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
career advisor. Yeah, I missed on that paragraph. Okay,
That's fine.
as a foreign language teacher, then okay,
That's fine. Last question, 8 number, try to do it for homework, okay? We'll go through the
okay,
other
sure.
questions that you have done. For the question number 1, what would be the answer? What is the passage mainly about?
Passage is mainly about skill. Okay,
Different
um,
career choices for education majors.
yeah, C, correct.
Yeah?
Different career choices for
Hmm.
education is, yeah.
The word autonomy in paragraph of the 5 is closest in meaning to?
B, independence.
Correct, very good. Number 3, if you study education in college, which jobs would you do after graduation and why?
Uh, I'll become child psychotherapist because I'll be able to help children and young people with who's facing emotional difficulties.
You
And
can be an EFL teacher, a career advisor, or a child psychotherapist. All three. Okay.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
There
yeah.
are three different paragraphs. Which of the
Um,
which of the careers in the
I
article?
missed those two paragraphs. I just focused on only one. So
That's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. Which of the careers in the article would you like to have the most and why? I told you the
Now
three.
again,
Yeah,
yeah.
EFL teacher, that is English as a foreign language teacher, a career advisor, or a child psychotherapist. Those three are mentioned.
Okay. I have to explain that as
You can explain
explain
anything.
that as well. Right? Okay.
Okay, do one thing. Do this for home assignment.
Yeah,
Check the
I'll
passage
do that. Yeah.
tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah,
just
sure.
do the passage. Read it carefully. Read it
Okay.
with fresh
Okay.
perspective again. Read it carefully
Yeah.
and then try to answer the questions and share the answers with
Okay.
me.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We'll stop over here for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow again we'll be meeting in the evening, right? Huh.
Yeah, ma'am.
ठीक है.
Yes.
Okay then. Chalo.
Yeah.
Study well. And I wanted to tell you if we have to go for the date of 28th, then we need to register by today or max by tomorrow, नहीं तो late fee लगेगा. ठीक है?
Okay.
हाँ.
Um,
So you
ma'am,
decide
I
and
think
tell
we
me.
can
Or you can go for a weekend.
register.
On a weekday you will need to take a holiday again. That's what I had in mind. That's what came to my mind. That
Hmm.
20th is a weekday, I guess, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Hmm. So you might have to take a holiday again if you're going for the weekday
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
So I have sent you the dates. Just check the dates and tell me which date you are comfortable with, and then we can register accordingly. But अगर 20th के लिए जा रहे हो तो आज ही करना पड़ेगा register उसके लिए I messaged you.
Okay, ma'am. Dates. I don't see that in our conversation.
I have sent you on on WhatsApp chat. Just check once.
No. Actually, that day as well. I think I checked, but Maybe I'm not sure if you shared with someone else
One second,
because
huh?
uh,
Arati. ऐसे कैसे मैंने उस दिन डेट भेजा ना.
mm,
I
was
clicked a
something.
picture. I must have not sent it then. Huh.
Okay. Ma'am, I just
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
wanted to ask one thing. Like, I I
Mm-hmm.
have not like worked a lot on my vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
That's
if I
fine.
had to get that on 20th, so like, I mean,
That will be
any
fine.
suggestions?
You don't need very high level of vocabulary, so don't worry about that part, okay?
Okay. So like, if you have any set, like if I should, I mean, if I can practice those words, so maybe if you will you be able to share all those in one go, maybe?
Yeah,
If I
I'll
can
share it with you.
print out
I'll
and
share it. I'll share
sure,
it
sure.
with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
One second, let me just forward that, otherwise I'll forget. That's why.
Yeah.
Hmm. या 20 के आगे सारे डेट्स अवेलेबल है. सो 20 के बाद 23rd है, 25th, 26th अगेन फिर वीकडे है.
Oh no, I'll opt for 20th, ma'am. Maybe I'll take leave on 18, 19 as well.
ठीक है, as you're comfortable, but if you want to register for that then we'll have to register today. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And
Okay.
you also said like with agent code we'll be
Yeah, you
able
will
to get
have
some
to.
discount as well.
I'll be purchasing a voucher for you, so you'll be sending
Okay.
the amount of 15,300. That's the current offer. So you get 1,500
Okay.
off in that. Okay. So you'll be sending it to me. I'll register the test for you. Now, when I register for the
Okay.
test, I will need your passport, soft copy of the passport, and along with
Okay.
that, I'll purchase the voucher and keep. And when register करेंगे एक साथ में बैठ के ही करेंगे हम. So I'll ping you and we'll do it together. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
हाँ. And other than that, you'll need to make sure all your details are updated on ETS profile properly. That's one more thing.
Okay. Yeah.
ठीक है, which align with your passport again.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
That's the main thing. Yeah, उसके
Okay.
अलावा और कुछ नहीं है. बाकी I'll do that registration and everything for you. You just need to tell me the date and the test center along with the timing.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yep. Okay then. चलो.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Bye.